All right, folks, let's talk about retirement. Yeah, I know it sounds like something for your parents to worry about. You're young, you're just starting out, you've got bills to pay and avocado toast to Instagram. But trust me on this one, planning for retirement early is crucial. Think of it like this. The earlier you start saving, the less you have to put away each month later on. And that's where the magical world of 401(k)s comes in. No, it's not some secret government code, it's actually way cooler than it sounds. Imagine a savings account specifically designed for retirement, where you stash away some of your paycheck before taxes even touch it. That's a 401(k) in a nutshell. Pretty neat, right? But it gets even better. Many employers offer something called a matching contribution. Basically, your company throws in extra cash to your 401(k) based on how much you contribute. It's like finding a $20 bill in your pocket, except way more often, hopefully. Think of it like this. Your employer is basically saying, hey, we appreciate you working hard. Here's some extra money for your future. You're welcome. Who doesn't love free money, right? This is essentially free money for your future. Now let's talk taxes. Nobody likes taxes, right? Well, with the traditional 401(k), you get to pay taxes later when you retire and are hopefully making less money. This means you're effectively lowering your taxable income now. Pretty slick, huh? Okay, let's decode some of the jargon surrounding 401(k)s. First up, vesting. Think of it like this. When you first start contributing to your 401(k), you don't fully own your employer's matching contributions right away. Vesting is like a schedule that determines when you get to keep all that sweet employer-matched money, even if you leave the company. Next, let's talk about matching contributions again because seriously, free money. This is where your employer matches a percentage of your contributions up to a certain limit. It's like a bonus for saving for retirement. Make sure you're contributing enough to get your full employer match. Otherwise, you're leaving free money on the table. Finally, we have the Roth 401(k). This one's a bit different. You pay taxes up front on your contributions, but then all the growth and withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. It's like a long-term investment that the tax man can't touch. More on this later, but it's a pretty sweet deal. Choosing between a Roth and a traditional 401(k) can feel like picking a side in a superhero movie. Don't worry, it's not that dramatic. Here's the deal. With a traditional 401(k), you contribute pre-tax dollars, which means you pay taxes on the money when you withdraw it in retirement. This is great if you expect to be in a lower tax bracket in retirement than you are now. Think of it like delaying the taxman's cut until you're chilling on a beach somewhere. On the other hand, with a Roth 401(k), you contribute after-tax dollars, but then all qualified withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. This is a fantastic option if you think you'll be in a higher tax bracket in retirement, like if you're just starting your career and expect those big promotions down the road. It's like telling the tax man, see you later, not gonna need you when I'm sipping margaritas on a yacht. Which one is right for you? Well, it depends on your individual circumstances, like your current income, expected future income, and risk tolerance. Talk to a financial advisor if you're feeling lost in the sauce. They can help you figure out the best path for your retirement goals. Now that we've covered the basics, let's talk about how to maximize your 401(k) savings. First and foremost, if your employer offers a matching contribution, take full advantage of it. It's free money, people. Don't leave it on the table. Next, consider increasing your contributions over time. Even a small increase can make a big difference in the long run thanks to the magic of compound interest. Think of it like this. The more money you put in, the more it can grow over time. Another pro tip is to understand the fees associated with your 401(k) plan. Yes, even retirement accounts come with fees. These fees can eat into your returns over time, so it's important to know what you're paying for. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're feeling overwhelmed or confused, talk to a financial advisor. They can help you develop a personalized retirement plan that aligns with your goals. Let's talk about compound interest for a second. This is where things get really exciting. Compound interest is like the snowball effect of investing. As you earn interest on your investments, that interest is added to your principal, and then you earn interest on the new, larger principal amount. In other words, your money starts making money, and then that money starts making money, and so on. It's like a beautiful, never-ending cycle of wealth building. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to compound, and the more you'll have in retirement. Think of it this way. If you start investing $100 a month at age 25, you could have over $1 million by the time you retire at age 65, assuming an average annual return of 8%. But if you wait until you're 35 to start investing that same amount, you'll have significantly less in retirement. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to investing, so start early and let compound interest work its magic. Once you've set up your 401k and started contributing, it's important to check on it regularly. I know, checking your retirement account might not be as exciting as scrolling through TikTok, but trust me, it's important. Think of it like checking the score of your favorite sports team. You wouldn't just assume they're winning, right? You'd want to see how they're performing, make sure they're on track, and maybe even make some adjustments along the way. The same goes for your 401k. Make sure your investments are still aligned with your goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Remember, this is your retirement we're talking about here. Don't just set it and forget it. Fees in this economy? Minimizing those pesky charges. Remember those pesky fees I mentioned earlier? Yeah, we need to talk about those. Fees can really eat into your returns over time, so it's important to be aware of them and try to minimize them as much as possible. One of the biggest culprits is something called an expense ratio. This is basically a fee that mutual funds charge to cover their operating costs. The higher the expense ratio, the more of your returns are going towards fees instead of growing your money. Another fee to watch out for is a 12b-1 fee. This is an annual marketing or distribution fee that some mutual funds charge. It's like paying a cover charge to invest in a mutual fund. Not cool. The good news is that there are plenty of low-cost index funds and ETFs available that can help you keep your investment fees low. These funds passively track a specific market index like the S&P 500, and typically have much lower fees than actively managed funds. Remember, every dollar you save on fees is a dollar that can be working for you in the market. You've got this, taking control of your financial future. Managing your 401k might seem daunting at first, but trust me, you've got this. With a little knowledge and effort, you can take control of your financial future and set yourself up for a comfortable retirement. Remember, retirement planning isn't about depriving yourself of the things you enjoy today. It's about making smart choices that will allow you to enjoy your life both now and in the future. So, what are you waiting for? Start planning for your retirement today. Remember your emergency fund. One last thing before we wrap up. While it's important to prioritize retirement savings, it's also crucial to have an emergency fund in place. This is like your financial safety net, there for unexpected expenses like car repairs, medical bills, or job loss. Aim to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved in a separate, easily accessible account. This will give you peace of mind knowing that you can handle life's curveballs without derailing your retirement savings. Think of it like this. Your emergency fund is your financial bodyguard, protecting you from the unexpected while your 401k steadily grows your wealth for the future. Your future self will thank you. And there you have it, folks. A crash course on 401ks, from the basics to maximizing your savings. Remember, the earlier you start, the better. Compound interest is your best friend, so don't be afraid to max out those contributions. Remember to check in on your investments regularly, understand those pesky fees, and don't forget about your emergency fund. Your future self will thank you for making smart financial decisions today. Now go forth and conquer your retirement savings goals.